Hello everyone, welcome to the session again. Today we are going to discuss about system administration function in the Dynamics F&O. Let me see the scenario that you are receiving a request from your HR for new employee hiring, and you need to create a new user account and create a duties and assign the role, specific role related to their job position. So this is what we are going to do right now in this session. Let me start now. Open the Dynamics F&O page. Go to the modules, click the system administration module, and then click the users. Once it's been loaded, click the new button in the action pan. We are going to create a new record manually. In the user ID, click Dyn user 3 and the username Dynamics 365 user 1. The same email ID, Dyn user 3 Contoso 7 on Microsoft.com. In the company field, select USMF. Okay, the person, I will tell you, this is the different one for the HR purpose. So we will keep it as it is until this record. Okay, then now we need to assign a set of roles. Let's say this user Dynamics 365 user 1 from the accounts department for the payable job. There is accounts receivable and accounts payable task is there. So for him, let's say we will assign some roles related to the accounts payable. So click assign role. It will load the right side with number of roles available in your organization. Here you need to find the suitable role for the user to assign. We can discuss in separate session that what roles details contains, because each role has some kind of duties and duties as the privileges. We can come to the point later. We will select it. Just click the drop down arrow near to the role name and type the name accounts payable. Click apply. We are searching now. Let's click again. Let's choose contains and click OK. Now we can see the role name here, accounts payable clerk. Select the accounts payable clerk and click OK. Now the role has been appear under the roles accounts payable clerk. Okay. Now click save. So this is the way you are assigning the roles to the users. Now the second step, what you're going to do is setting up the segregation of duties, right? Let's say that your HR department saying there will be a two duties is there. One is for access benefits workspace and another one is a approval production journal. So they're giving like two kind of separate duties that you need to configure a rule in the financial operation. Let me see now how we can do it. Go to the modules, again system administration. Here expand the security and click the security configuration. Okay, and segregation of duties. Now here, so now you need to click the, in the action pan it's mentioned segregation of duties. Click the segregation of duties and again click the segregation of duty rules. So we are creating the rules for the segregation. Okay, click that one. Okay, now what we are going to do, click plus new. In the name field, like we can create a new name called my segregation of duties rule. Okay, in the first duty we have to select access benefits workspace, and the second duty approval production, let's say approval production journal. Here it is, approval production journal. Okay, now the severity. So the severity of the risk that occurs when the like same user role or role for both parties, both duties. So like what is the severity of this duties we can assign, we can set it to medium. The security risk, like we have to enter the description, like what kind of security risk, like example, like it's a combination of, we because we added the two duties. First duty called access benefits workspace, which is having the HR department role. Okay, the second duty is approval production role, which is basically for the production department. So there is a two department is having like two duties from the two department. So so you need to make sure that what kind of risk is there, like there is a two task is there from different department one user can have. So just for your identification, you can mention the both department. Okay, now security mitigation. So what is the security mitigation means? uh, for this security risk, do you require anything? If you want to assign this role to any user, do you need to have anything like any kind of approval, uh, or necessity to check any confirmation from their managers? So this is the security mitigation. So we can check, we can mention this managerial review is necessary. Okay, even you can mention more detailed also, like take the mitigation request, like you can mitigate the risk by conducting more detailed review of the process, like monthly manager review or sharing the resources with other departments. Okay, click save and close the page. So this is the way you will create the segregation of duties. Now now what we are going to see now, run a security report and analyze the output. So the report can be found in the administration module. So we will see how to. So for the reporting purpose, generally the report is assigned to all the users. You can able to configure to make sure that to allow specific user for specific role report. Okay, so you can allow specific users to the specific report. We'll see now. We'll go to the modules. Again, system administration. Under system administration, inquiries. Under inquiries, expand the security, user role, assignments. Something went wrong while generating the report. I think we don't have the permission here. Go here, user role, assignments. So in this report, user role assignments, it's open now. Now go to the records to include option and click the filter. So you can like filter by the user ID, like table user information. You can filter by the user ID. I added the criteria to admin and click OK and click OK. So it's loading now. So I have selected the admin. The report has been generated. You can see that system admin maintain the finance and operation system has access to all artifacts in the system and cannot be modified. So basically for admin, they do have all the reports access to all the entity, legal entity. We will choose different users. Now I'm choosing the different user. Click OK. Click OK again. Now see this Arnie having the role of accounts receivable clerk, accounts receivable manager, payment clerk. So each role we can see that how she can access the reports. Basically there is no denying, it's mentioned all. Okay, this is for the report. Now we are going to see about the security role access. Now we are going to generate for the security role access. This report view how it look like. We will generate, navigate to the system administration, inquiries and report under security, security role access. Click the records to include, click the filter button and choose the role. Choose the role, which role you want to see the security role. Like let's say operations, select and click OK. Click OK again. if we are running for the first time, it will take some time to load in the system. It seems it's taking longer time to load. We'll go to the next option, security duty assignments. Go to the same system administration. Here go to the inquiries. Under the inquiries, security duty assignments. Again here also in the filter section, so you can filter by any role, accounts manager, then click OK, click OK. So we can check the security duty assignments for account manager. I hope this report will not take time. Here we go. So now it's done now. Security duty assignments for accountant. Like what are the security duties are there? Configure electronic fiscal document, enable bank management process. So the set of duties are there. It's large. You can see the right side, the navigation pane. It's having large number of duties are there for the accounts manager, because accounts manager will have all the all the small roles or responsibilities all together. Account manager will have. So this is the details. Okay, now we'll go move to the next session. Now we'll create a workflow for the purchase requisition. Okay, we'll create a purchase requisition workflow. Now we'll create and set up the workflow. Go to the click the home page. So if you want to set the workflow, basically you need to know that for which module you're going to do the setup. Accordingly, you need to go to that particular modules and change the workflow. Now you are in the home page. Click the modules. We're going to do the purchase requisition, which is in the procurement and sourcing model. Yeah, here it is. Click the procurement and sourcing model and then go to the collapse everything so it will not be get confused, and click the setup, and here you'll find the procurement sourcing workflow. Click the procurement sourcing workflow. Now there is already a workflow is there. You can see purchase requisition line review, purchase requisition review, and purchase. It's become slow now. So purchase order workflow. So you can see that one in the left side there is a tick mark is there. It means this workflow has been enabled, and there is no tick mark for the below two workflow. That means it's disabled, it's not active in the dynamics. So also you can see the third one, purchase order workflow. You can see there is an instance 2, so that means there is a two instances are running on the company USMF. and you can see the active versions also. If you revise the version, then the number will change. Now we'll create a new workflow. Click new. On the create workflow, select the purchase requisition line. I think the first one. So it will ask you, do you want to open the workflow editor? So click OK. Trying to open the editor, workflow editor. Click run. In the application run security warning, run the framework. It's asking for the credentials. Let me sign in with the credentials. Now we have signed in with the credentials. So the workflow editor will take some time to open. I think it's open. You can see the taskbar. Click it. Or minimize it, this browser. Sometimes we have a slow connection with the VM. So this is the workflow editor. So what we're trying to do, basically we are creating the new workflow, right? We went to the system administration, sorry, the purchase procurement resourcing. There we go to the setup and click the purchase requisition workflow. So here we selected we have a different workflows in the purchase module. We selected the purchase requisition in line review. Here we can create a new one. Okay. So first you need to understand the flow of the workflow process. So here we will just simply, you can see the workflow elements in the left hand side. In the left hand side workflow elements, select the review purchase requisition, click and drag it to the editor. Okay, just keep it down. And the second one is approve purchase requisition. Below the approvals, click and drag it, keep it down. Okay, so now what the process is, we'll start the workflow process. It will go to the review. Once the review has been done, then the approval process will be there. Once this process its approve has been done, approve action has been done, the workflow should go on end. So how we'll connect it? Just simply just keep it straight. Try to be. Just simply click and drag it to the point. Again I will do. Click the other end, top end, and simply drag it. It's trying to find. Let me do again. The system is a bit slow. Okay. We'll drag it from the start, not from the review purchase request. Just make it from the start, and then after that from the review drag it to the approve purchase line, and then from approve purchase line drag it to the end. Because the VM is slow, I'm finding difficulties to drag. Now the VM has been connected. Now we have connected also the workflow here. Okay, so you can see this one from the start to the end. We connected all the options. So now we will configure the workflow properties. In the workflow editor, select the review purchase line. Okay, and click the open the properties. So in the review purchase requisition line, we open the properties and we can select the assignment. Still loading, I believe. We'll go to the basic settings again. Click the, we'll enter the name of the review workflow settings. We can enter like review, and the work subject will be work item test, and the work instruction review this purchase requisition, and go to the assignment tab and assign the users, like which users to have this. Select the user. Under the user tab, select the user example Alicia and click right side. Okay, now click close. So you see this one, there is a error showing there, error and warnings. You must define submission instruction. The remaining, there is a 3 warnings are there. So we can select and resolve the each error. We'll review the errors one by one. Then select assignments type. Not is by none is not supported. I think still opening. Okay, in this screen, select the user, on the user tab, select admin. So we assign, this error will be disappear right now. Click close. See the disappear, because the workflow has set of all the permissions. Now you have to click the another error. You must enter a message text. Click that one or double click. So in the work item subject, click vendor invoice approval, and work item instruction, please approve. Click close. All the error has been disappeared. Save and close. So you can, if you revised the purchase requisition line review workflow, mention the version notes, what are the changes or what you have done. I have not mentioned anything, just I will mention new workflow. Click OK. I will ask you whether you want to activate this workflow or you want to keep it as a draft. Select activate. So it will take some time to finish, then it will close automatically. Yes. Now we'll go to the open the page FNO. Click, click cancel, refresh it. There is a refresh button in the action pan. Refresh. See this one. There is a new one came here. New workflow what we created now, and mention the version 1. Right. So this is the way you will create a workflow, or you can edit amend the workflow as per your requirements.